God. And when one takes shelter of the things about a God, that God controls the mind. Just as a God controls the mad elephant, that God controls our mad mind. Let us feet of the Lord. Same way, there's a thunderbolt on the feet of the Lord. There's a thunderbolt breaks the mountains into pieces. So Lord's lotus feet breaks the sin into pieces. Oh Lord, I don't see anybody savior than you, my Lord, in this bhav sansara. Today I understood I am your eternal servant. And now my maintenance is your duty, my Lord. हमारा पालन भारा एक होना तुम्हारा. You divine, I take you shelter at your. Let us speak, my Lord. बड़ा दुख पाया जो स्वतंत्र जीवन है. Why there is so much distress in my life? स्वतंत्र जीवन. What is स्वतंत्र जीवन? Independent mindedness. Do what feels like. So this is the modern independent theory. And this song I was saying, due to this theory only, I have received so much of dukkha. Swatantra Jivane. Dukhe dura gelo padavarane. But I now take shelter of your lotus feet, giving up my independence, my Lord. I surrender to you. And by this lotus feet, Lakshmi attained the path what she had. Shivji attained the path what he had. Shivatulavi, the auspiciousness, Mother Ganges. Lord Shiva took the Ganges coming from the lotus feet of the Lord on his head. And by this even Brahmaji got blessed. And always Narayana keeps this lotus feet in his heart. And for Bhaktivinoda Thakur plays Sansara Vipada Hoita Vishtata, I will certainly deliver from the peril of this world by taking shelter of your lotus feet, my Lord. So this is the beauty of lotus feet, Lord. So we'll go to today's words. Seventh canto, main chapter.
SP.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Manyadana Vijanarupa Tapashuddhoja. Teja Prabhava Balakarusha Bhakti Yoga. Aradhanaya Bhavanti Parasatomso. Bhaktya Tutosh Bhagavan Gajayutapaya. Manya, I consider Dhana, riches, Abhijana, aristocratic family, Rupa, personal beauty, Tapa, hospitality, Shruta, knowledge from studying the Vedas, Oja, sensory prowess, Teja, bodily effulgence, Prabhava, influence, Bala, bodily strength, Purusha, diligence, Buddhi, intelligence, Yoga, mystic power, none not, Aradhana, for satisfying, He, Bhavanti, Parasya, Omsaha. Bhaktya Dutosh Bhagavan Vadyutapaya. Prahlad Maharaj continued, one possesses wealth, an aristocratic family, beauty, austerity, education, sensory expertise, luster, influence, physical strength, diligence, intelligence, and mystical power. But I think that even by all these qualifications, one cannot satisfy the Supreme Person in Godhead. However, one can satisfy the Lord simply by devotional service. Krishna did this and thus the Lord was satisfied with him. Purport by his nine bases of the no kind of mental qualification or means for satisfying the Supreme Personality of Godhead. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, only by devotional service can the Lord be known. Bhaktya Namijanati. Unless the Lord is pleased with the service of the devotee, the Lord does not reveal himself. This is the wording of all Shastras. None of the speculation nor by mental qualifications can understand or approach the Supreme Personality of Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Tathakam Shri Guru Vaishnavamacham Shri Rupam Sarvajatam Sarvana Savitam Savadaitam Savaduram Vajanam Krishna Chaitanya Deva Shri Radha Krishna Sarvana Savitam Namo Krishna Padaya Krishna Krishna Gurutare Krishna Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Prasadi Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Kashya Deshatari Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Vadayati Krishna Krishna Chaitanya Namo Hey Krishna, Krishna, Gopina Kanta, Jagatade, Gopesha, Gopika Kanta, Radha Kanta, Saptakanja, Gaurani, Radhe, Vrindavadeshwari, Krishna, Devi, Pranami, Pancha, Kalpa, Devesha, Kripa, Sindhu, Vedam, Patitanam, Pavanebhyo, Vaishnavebhyo, Namo Namah. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama. So welcome all the devotees to this Sunday morning class. So of course, you will have opportunity to hear from Prahlad. So now today's topic is prayers of Prahlad Maharaj. Next Sunday is Narsingh Chaturdashi. Of course, from last 2 years we couldn't celebrate Narsingh Chaturdashi so pompously because of COVID restrictions. So this year at least Lord has lifted the COVID restriction. And very amazingly, you see that there's so many chapters dedicated to Prahlad Maharaj in 7th canto. From 4th chapter to around 10th chapter, completely dedicated to this pastime of Prahlad Maharaj and Krishna. And so to see, and even in 3rd canto, there's an introduction of the character of Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad will be great, saintly person. And even Narad Muni is glorifying his own disciple. Who? Prahlad Maharaj. So actually, when you see the lives of great devotees, then actually we can understand what is Bhagavad. That is Srimad Bhagavatam. See, very amazing. Bhagavad Gita is spoken by Krishna himself, but Bhagavatam is spoken by his devotees. But which is given more importance? Srimad Bhagavatam. Right? Because Lord cannot glorify himself what his glory devotees can glorify. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna never mentioned his sweetness. You know, how I reciprocate with my devotees. But Bhagavatam is full with reciprocation of Lord with his devotees, his Bhakta Vatsalya. Only we have few verses in Gita we talk about Krishna's Bhakta Vatsalya. Tesham Sudata Yuttanam Bhadatam Pritipuram or Ananya Chintayantam Tesham Bhakta. But Bhagavatam is proof after proof of Krishna's Bhakta Vatsalya and the devotion of his devotees. Now, what is the basis of fearlessness in this world? Once I was hearing a lecture of Maharaj was saying that in this world, so much money is spent just for the fear factor. Why LIC policies? And today there is a fear of nuclear war. I don't know if devotees know about it or not. There is a fear the Western countries having if a nuclear war happens, what will happen? So much people are living in fear, and that's why people make so much money on the defense fear. And why most of the investments you make is out of the fear factor. What will happen in the future? Now, one level of coming out of fear is to understand I'm not this body, I am spirit soul. This body is very, very temporary. Nothing can happen to this body. Nanam chindanti shasnami. Nanam bahati pavana. Chinam klemdyatana shachati bharata. Neither weapons can kill him. Neither fire can dry. Fire can burn him. And you see the life of Prahlad Maharaj. Right? Prahlad Maharaj, he was put in a pit of snakes. Venomous snakes thrown off the cliff. He was burnt with fire. Everything was done, but he was saved with his body. So Prahlad Maharaj's fearlessness was something beyond, not just on a spiritual level, not just on a revelation that I'm not his body, I am spirit soul, but a complete faith in the Lord. Complete faith in the Lord. So much so, nothing could deter him. Hiranyakashipu got frustrated. Hiranyakashipu does so much tapasya, even Chatushkumaras couldn't curse. Even Dhruva Adis could not curse because his tapasya was more than anybody else. That was the power of Hiranyakashipu. And that's why everybody was fearful in the whole universe. But the power of devotion was more powerful than the austerity of Hiranyakashipu. Pranav's tolerance was more powerful than the austerities of Hiranyakashipu. So this is the power of devotion. And Prahlad had a dependence on the Lord, like a child. I heard one example in my study that when you throw a child, one time, one proper disciple was throwing his child very high up in the sky. And Maharaj was getting a little fearful, what is the child? Drop. But child was laughing. Why? Child had complete faith in his father, was tossed in the air. In the same way, Prahlad, he was thrown in the cliff, though he was put in the pit snake, had complete faith, Lord will save. Vrajakrishna, Hare Krishna. So because of that faith, Prahlad could fight the most difficult situations which nobody, even temples were fearful of Prahlad, of Hiranyakashipu. Even demigods who drink nectar, means even you die, again you can revive yourself by drinking. But they were fearful of Hiranyakashipu. But Prahlad, he had no nectar, but he had no fear. Why? He was completely dependent upon Krishna. Right? And this song, Ekala Bhajina Prabhu, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, is talking this fearlessness in that life of a devotee, which comes by devotion to the Lord. And the verse what we are reading, very amazing this talks about, which is a great hope for all of us. Which is a great hope for all of us. Whatever condition we are in life, whatever degraded condition, whatever condition we are in life, nothing is required for bhakti. Nothing is required for it. One time I asked me a question, how do you know a person is a great devotee? I said, if his face is very effulgent. I said, read this verse. Prahlad is saying, Tejas, Ojas is also not required. Ojas is effulgence. Tejas and Ojas refers to the bodily strength and effulgence. But Prahlad is saying, Gajendra did not have all this. He needed effulgence, but he was a great devotee, not king. But to please the Lord, nothing is required. See, as devotees, we know this, but we don't apply this. We know this principle, but we don't apply this principle. Because devotion is something more powerful than anything on this world. And that's what Prahlad is showing as example. He's a small child. He is a small child. What qualifications he has? But he's fighting, or he has successfully, tolerated the punishments of Hiranyakashipu, which even demigods could not be. Just by devotion to the Lord, by the remembrance of the Lord. So, what all things he says, Dhana. There is no riches are required. Like people say sometimes, if you don't have wealth, how will you worship the Lord? But Lord says, I don't need that. I just need your devotion. Then Abhijan, I should become in a Brahmana family or some aristocratic family. That is also not required. Oh, then I should be beautiful, at least to be seen, beautiful to the Lord. That is also not required. But at least I should do some austerity. Right? I should do some tapasya. Then Lord will say, no, that is also not required. So somebody maybe little wanting to eat more prasadam, doesn't matter. So the austerity is not required. And devotee is addicted to eat sweets, still he can perform devotion. No tapas required. Shrutam, then Vedic knowledge must be required. At least some Vedas I should read. That is also not required. Tapa, Shrutam. Oja, at least sensory prowess is required. No. Teja, body should be effulgent. That is also not required. Amazing. Some influence on the society should be there. That is also not required. Some bodily strength is required, maybe. That is also not required. Some buddhi is required. Intelligence is required. तुम्हें तो बुद्धि चाहिए नहीं चाहिए. That is also not required. Even intelligence is not required to perform devotion to the Lord. Okay, then some mystic siddhi should be there. No, that is also not required. Naragamahi bhavanti pumsam bhaktya tutomsha bhagavan ganyathmaya. And Prahlad gives a very powerful example of Gajendra. See, this pastime of Gajendra happened in the 4th Manvantara. And Prahlad Maharaj pastime happened in the 6th Manvantara. So Prahlad Maharaj is giving that example of the 4th Manvantara. Tutosha Bhagavan, and then Bhutapaya. Elephant has satisfied you. Now, Gajendra has any wealth? Gajendra has learned the Vedas? Nothing. And he is struggling with a crocodile. There is no strength also. But he satisfied you, Lord, by sincere prayers. That means anybody can satisfy. Classic example, Prahlad gives of Gajendra. Can any one of us see that we are in a more difficult condition even than Gajendra? That we are in a more precarious condition in our life to worship the Lord than even Gajendra. Can anybody say, I'm so fallen than Gajendra also? But Gajendra attained the Lord. This is the power of bhakti. And once, rather than Maharaj giving a nice example, देखिए नरक जाने के लिए कितनी मेहनत करनी पड़ती है, क्योंकि नरक जाने के लिए you have to pay for it principal, and that will not come for free. No, some money you have to pay for it. So you have to do so much hard work. But to go to Krishna, you don't have to do any hard work. To chant Hare Krishna, you require any money. Just take the beacon and chant Hare Krishna. तो नरक में जाने में इतनी मेहनत करती है. Why? Bhakti is very easy. See, even you're in engineering college, and will anybody will be taken to engineering college? Come, we will take you to engineering college. Come into ISC. Anybody is allowed. 10 lakh people sit. Only how many are selected for J exam, J mains? Total seats. Only 10-20,000 children may get. Boys may get. Though 1 million, 2 million are sitting. So everything requires so much qualification. Then to pass engineering, we also have to qualify 44 subjects, something, 4 years. So in this, what anything you do, you require a lot of qualifications. अगर बाहर चौकीदार बनाना उसके भी इंटरव्यू होते हैं आजकल. चौकीदार, डोरकीपर, एटर्गेट, उसके भी आजकल इंटरव्यू होते हैं, स्क्रीनिंग होती है. So anything you do require qualification. But just ask, when devotees met you and told chanting Hare Krishna, they ask your qualification. What is standard regarding? Do you know you're speaking English? Do you know this? No qualification. खाना खाने के लिए कोई qualification लगती है? It's a natural for the body to eat. Same way, bhakti is natural to soul. It does not require any qualification. Bhakti is natural to soul. This devotion is natural to the soul, and it doesn't require any qualification. It's a nature of the soul. Anybody can take it. Anybody can take it. So nobody requires any qualification for bhakti. See, even for the process of jnana, you should have a very fine intelligence. You should have very fine intelligence to discriminate between matter and spirit. Not intelligence to earn money. Intelligence to discriminate between matter and spirit. Very fine intelligence required for the path of jnana. For the path of karma, also a lot of intelligence is required. Nishkam karma also intelligence is required, not to desire anything. Okay. Or to do big karma can't be a sacrifice. So much wealth is required. To do the process of yoga, also so much qualification is required. You have to go to jungle, do so many austerities. But for path of bhakti, no qualification. To begin the path of bhakti, no qualification is required because it's natural to the soul. And therefore, there is no external qualification required to please the Lord. Anybody who has sincerity can please the Lord. Anybody who has sincerity can please the Lord. And that's the example of Prahlad Maharaj. His small child has just taken complete shelter of the. And the previous verse, Prahlad Maharaj is saying, and see the humility of Prahlad Maharaj. Narsimha was so angry, and nobody could satisfy Narsimha. All demigods are very fearful. Even Lakshmi ji also, due to Leela Shakti, thinking, I've never seen the Lord like this. So she had seen in the previous kalpas, but the Leela Shakti of the Lord even made Lakshmi fearful to come near Narsimha. And Prahlad goes, and Prahlad is saying, Lord, if demigods could not satisfy, who in mode of goodness, I'm Hari Ugil, I'm born in a family of demons. How could I satisfy you? So this is the humility and devotion from our heart which actually pleases the Lord. So previously I used to think that humility is an external part of devotion. But if we read the 6 limbs of Shanagati, the first limb of Shanagati is Danyata, then Atmaniveda, then Avasya Krishna, then Gopta. So unless we are humble, we pose our danyata over the Lord, one cannot actually take shelter of the Lord. One cannot take shelter of the Lord till the time one is humble. If to the degree we are thinking ourselves a doer and enjoyer, we actually cannot take shelter of the Lord. The shelter, taking of the Lord, begins when a Jivatma gives us his devotion. And the humility and dependence on the Lord. So one doesn't have to give up the word, one has to give up the devotion that I am the doer, because of me the work is happening. And only when one comes to this knowledge and actually depends on the Lord. Before that, only when failures come, one will depend upon the Lord. In success, one will not able to depend on the Lord. Because he thinks success is there, I'm the doer. When failures are there, Lord is the helper. But when a person gives us devotion mentality, that even in success or failure, Lord is a controller and I'm completely dependent upon him. That time the Sharanagati begins. And I said, Janam actually should be Shri. If person has high Janma, aristocratic family, the wealth, the beauty, he cannot take feelingly call the holy name because he cannot take shelter of the. No. He thinks I'm doing Kalyan for so many people, I have so much wealth. People depend upon me. This renounced people, they come to me for backup money. See, I'm helping them to run the temple. Such a person cannot change the one who's conscious from Akinchan Kochara. One who feels Lord and nothing else than you. Such a person will be able to chant the holy name of God. And whole natural life situation, whatever is coming to bring us to that point of Akinchanatvam. That how we can take shelter of the Lord. And this is one reason we find so much difficulty in chanting the holy names. Because Akinchanatvam, the taking shelter of the Lord is not there. And the next verse, Prahlad says, Vedradishagunayutan Arabindanadam Padaravinda Vibhakavasapacham Varishtam Mane Tadarpita Manobhajane Nata Pranam Panati Sakulam Naturimam. If a Brahma has all 12 of the Brahminical qualifications, as is stated in the book called Sanat Sadam, but is not a devotee and is averse to the lotus feet of Lord, he is certainly lower than a devotee who is a dog eater but who is dedicated to everything mind, word, activities, wealth, and life to the Supreme Lord. Such a devotee is better than such a Brahmana because the devotee can purify his whole family. Because the so called Brahmana, in a position of false prestige, cannot purify himself. So we become falsely proud of our learning. Oh, I know Bhagavad Gita. Now I'm doing Bhakti Vaibhava also. So we are falsely proud of that. Like that one cannot get down. But even a person who is low born, he dedicates everything to the Lord. Such a person attains Lord's mercy. And there are 12 qualities mentioned of the Brahmanas. Shama, Dama, Titikshpa. Even a person has that, but doesn't have dependence on the Lord, is not dear to the Lord. Is not dear to the Lord. But any person who is taking shelter of the Lord. See, what is the meaning of taking shelter of the Lord? Can anyone say what does it mean by taking shelter of the Lord? How do you know that somebody is taking shelter of the Lord? If somebody is standing, that means they're taking shelter of the Lord. Behind you. If one is taking shelter of the Lord, that means he is taking shelter of the Lord. If one is fearless in all circumstances, he is taking shelter of the Lord. So this is the answer. So, see, somebody is fearless. There are many British soldiers who are very fearless, but on their own strength. Right? And what is the duty of Guru? What is actually to attain by taking shelter of Guru? To learn 6 limbs of Sharanagati. So Guru actually teaches how to surrender to Krishna. So how to know somebody is surrendered to the Lord? He practices 6 limbs of Sharanagati. The first step is one has to take shelter of a Guru. Under the shelter of a Guru, one has to learn this Sharanagati. So just like going to college, your education doesn't get completed, right? See, many times we think, okay, if we have come to college, this education is complete. Is it like that? So after going to college, क्या करना पड़ता है? टीचर से पिटाई खानी पड़ती है, असाइनमेंट्स करने पड़ते हैं, होमवर्क करना पड़ता है, एग्जाम्स पास करने होते हैं, then you pass the exam. So just by having a guru or having a shelter of a guru, one doesn't learn Sharanagati to Krishna. The guru will teach the disciple Sharanagati to Krishna. So by hearing the Vani of Guru, by following the instructions of Guru, and by depending on the Guru and applying his message, one learns Sharanagati. Okay. And the taking shelter of the Lord, therefore the 6 steps. So the first thing, so what is the first step of Sharanagati? Following the instruction of the spiritual master. Because through that one instruction, we learn the 6 types of Sharanagati. Through one instruction of the Guru, we learn 6 types of Sharanagati. Now, it may be instruction of doing book distribution or chanting 16 months, but to the degree we follow that instruction will lead to the Sharanagati of the Lord. That instruction will lead to Sharanagati of the Lord. Because depending upon a pure devotee of the Lord is depending upon the Lord. So when we have that instructions in our life, that it actually means taking shelter of the Spirit of the Lord. That actually means taking shelter of the Lord. And if at the time of initiation we take a vow, right? Before the spiritual master, that his instruction is following forever principle, chanting 16 months. So that is our Sharanagati to the Lord, isn't it? And we take a vow that we want to be servant of the Lord. So to live our life in that mode, that is taking Sharanagati of the Lord. Yesterday Maharaj said beautifully yesterday. The more devotees you put between you and Guru, more Krishna becomes nearer. More Krishna becomes nearer. So that is Sharanagati. And we give some examples of Sharanagati. And many places, the Shri Sampradaya, there are many examples, and as well as other Sampradaya, examples of Sharanagati. So there was this Dashrati. He was a great scholar. He came to Ramanacharya to understand them. He said, I understood the meaning of all verses of Bhagavad Gita perfectly. Only one verse I am not able to understand. Sar Dharma, Pradharja Mamekam Sharma Vraja, Am Tam Sar Paparmi Moksha Shami Mahashatra. Please teach me the meaning of this verse. Please teach me the meaning of this verse. Just think, you come to your preacher to ask the meaning of this verse. And now see what happens. Mahapurva's daughter Atulagi, that time she came to Ramanacharya and said, oh, I'm very troubled. My in-laws are giving a lot of trouble to me. They said, why not you carry a servant with you? And now Ramanacharya called Dashrati. He was a very great scholar. Why not you go as a servant to our home? Just think, if you are a great preacher and you go to your spiritual master to know what is Sharanagati, and if spiritual master says, no, this one congregation girl is coming, please go to her home and watch the pots for 6 months. If it were dating, it's more easy, right? Watch the pots for dating. But if I told watch the pots for the Samataji, will it be easy? Yes. But Dashrati immediately agreed. And he would fill water. He was just working like a servant in our home without any false prestige. He will bring water. He will do pocha in the home in her home, everything, few months. And one day when Mayavali came, and he was speaking in Mayavad's last year, and Dashrati happened to be there. He couldn't tolerate it. could be tolerant, correct, but Maya never. So he started speaking from scriptures, and fully defeated the scripture that Mayavadi. Who are you? Some big guru comes and he's defeated by one, people were asking, who are you? And I'm Dashtati. The people went to Ramanacharya, what are you doing? He's such a scholar, you're putting him in the. And now when Dashtati came back, Ramanacharya said, now you are qualified to understand the meaning of Sadhana. You are qualified to understand the meaning of Sadhana. Paritatya Mamekam Shanamaja Antam Sarpapavya Moksha Shanti Machita. And see, it may be very difficult for me and you, right, to have Shanagati like this. When we hear it, looks like my card. But you see, proper disciples did it. What was their qualification? If you see proper disciples, most of the disciples are disciples. Dhanam, not there. Janam, not there. Truth, Ojas, nothing was there. But they were sincerely surrendered to Srila Prabhupada. So much so, they were going to London, living in cardboard boxes to preach. And because of that, their faith was surrendered to Srila Prabhupada. What happened? They made so much spiritual progress. So this quality of Sharanagati, which is something very, very beautiful in the eyes of the Lord, and delivers a person from this material mire. And anybody can practice it. There is no qualification, but it still looks little. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu made it very, very simple, So Krishna had told Sarvarman Parivatya Mamekam. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Kaliva Jivas cannot. So Krishna had started reciprocating only when person comes to the 6 limbs of Shanagati. Before that, Lord doesn't reciprocate so much. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Kaliva Jivas cannot do it. Cannot? See, when you have a lot of bookstores there, and you say nobody can purchase it, and you reduce the price, so people purchase. You get some sponsorships. The Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave okay. Chant Hare Krishna, no Shanagati. Means, no, not first start chanting Hare Krishna. And chant in a mood of surrender. And slowly, while chanting Hare Krishna, under a Guru learn this. And this chanting will bring us to the point of Shanagati. And if you see 10 offenses are made in such a way only, 10 offenses are such a way that if you are not doing Shanagati, you will get into an offense. To disobey the orders of the spiritual master, to not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy name and maintain better attachments. You understand? So this 10 offenses somebody follows, naturally chanting will lead a person to surrender. Hearing about the Lord, Shravanam Kirtanam. So this activity actually are done in a mood of surrender because only when a devotee practices Shanagati, the internal energy of the Lord covers the jiva. And then the jiva starts feeling taste for devotion. So actually by surrender, what happens? We get taste in devotional service. And one camp we had discussed, the glass, licking the glass from outside. How many remember? Yeah. So we're licking the glass from outside. Can I drink water? Is it a glass? We cannot drink water. For a glass to drink, I have to take the glass and drink water like this. Same way, finding taste in bhakti without Sharanagati is like licking the glass, like that you're licking. And this Sharanagati, the bhakti is drinking the glass like this. Therefore, the devotees who have some senior devotees whom they are obedient, they're following instructions, and they're happily, so they can very happily go in bhakti, feeling a great taste in the practices of devotion service. And those who have their independent mindedness, independent program, becomes very difficult to progress in the path of bhakti. And that's what the Sharanagati makes difference, and Sharanagati had to succeed. And from that Sharanagati, the real devotion to the Lord comes out. Real devotion to the Lord comes out from that Sharanagati. And that is why you see Prahlad Maharaj when he is instructing his classmates. Very amazing. See, all good qualities are present in Prahlad. If you want to see fearlessness, Prahlad. Friendliness, Prahlad. Compassion, Prahlad. Tolerance, Prahlad. Ananya Bhakti, Prahlad. So all qualities of a devotee you can see in Prahlad in full. And very amazingly, Prahlad Maharaj in Demon Institute of Technology, instead of IIT, DIT, because and Shanna Namarkai teaches, and practicing religion is against secular norms. No permission for devotees to enter in the college because they will brainwash our children. Same situation there. Narad Muni was not allowed in the ashram, in the Gurukul, and in that college, DIT, Prahlad Maharaj is reading. And all friends are artistic, sons of demons. Sons of atheists. And everybody is saying God doesn't exist. So is it a situation like today or not? See, today also colleges, devotees are not allowed to preach in the name of secularism. Shinda Marka school also they were not allowed. And most of the children or demons were artistic. Today also the 90% children are college students are artistic. Then teachers what they teach? Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam in colleges. They teach all politics. How to politics, economics. Shanna Marka was also teaching that politics, quantity. So we are quite similar situation or not? And if a boy is found to practice devotions on his parents and very, oh, he's meeting the devotees. No, let us tell him. Then Hiranyakashipu problems comes. So a lot of similarity in today's college and Prahlad. But see the determination of Prahlad. What he did. In lunchtime, he will go call everybody and will start Kirtan. And I say, please tell us about Kirtan. And his Kirtan was so powerful, so many boys will come also. Though they were born from the demonic families, were averse to Vishnu, with the association of Prahlad, even they will come. And then Prahlad Maharaj started teaching. Last week you had class on that. How much time is there left with us now? Anybody can answer. Last time. How much time left with us to practice devotional service? Prahlad Maharaj calculation. First 20 years, adulthood, recently. Last 20 years, gone. So every lifetime you catch up 80 years now. 80 is the maximum now. So 2020, how much remains? 40 years. 40 years, half time goes for eating, sleeping, defending. How much time remaining? 20 years. Then after 20 years, 3-4 time will go in work. So how much time remains? Only 5 years. Remaining to practice devotional service. How much we should feel how time is passing through. This first teaching to create an urgency. And then he was talking about that what I learned from Narad. He said, first you should find a spiritual master. And from a spiritual master, you should learn how to do and then further Prahlad Maharaj boldness. Now just think, if we are in the position of Prahlad and we are goes in front of Hiranyakashipu, who has the power of the whole universe? And he asks, what did you learn in the college? What do you say? What he said? You go to Vana. Then only you will get Krishna Bhakti. See the boldness of Prahlad. See, many rishis will come. They will also bow down in the assembly of Hiranyakashipu and go. Nobody wanted to challenge Hiranyakashipu. But this little boy, so boldness, he's saying, why are you wasting your life? Go to forest of Vrindavan. Give up this blind well of materialistic life and go to Vrindavan. What are you doing? Not just saying, do we have guts like this to go and try to Hitler? It happened. Devotees gave advice, and the Hilagiri Mataji passed away. Devotees gave advice to that prince who was doing atrocities, and why did he do it? And all the devotees. But that's secret determination for that, which we cannot imitate also. We don't try to imitate. But we can learn the lesson. What is determination? He's nowhere getting an inch of fear. Why? He has taken complete shelter of the heart to have Maharaj. And that's the beauty. He's praying that his bhakti is what is required. And he says bhakti is the best form of connectivity.
Your meeting.
Guru Shishmasha Bhaktya Sarva Labdha Pamena Cha Sangena Sadhu Bhaktanam Ishwar Paradhanena Cha Shraddhaya Tattadayam Cha Kirtanir Gurkarmanam Tartaram Brahma Dhyanam Tanningesh Paranartini Hari Sarveshu Bhuteshu Bhagwan Asta Ishwaraha Iti Bhutani Manasa Kamena Sadhunam. Serving a bona fide guru with faith and devotion. The first level of bhakti. Then offer all one's position to Guru and Krishna. Associate with saintly persons and devotees. Worship the Supreme Lord. Hearing the glories of the Lord with faith. Hear the glories of the Lord with faith. Glorify the Lord's divine qualities and activities. Always meditate on Lord's lotus feet. Worship the Lord's deity according to the instruction of the Shastra and Guru. Remember the Lord as the Paramatma situated in the core of every living entity his heart, respecting all living entities according to their position of manifestation. One will attain bhakti to the Supreme Lord. This was a section of Prahlad Maharaj to all his Yamuni class friends. And beautiful prayers of Prahlad Maharaj. So we'll discuss more next week is Narsim Chaturdashi. So there we'll discuss more this classes. And we have a special festival next week, 8 to 10 a.m. Sunday. I think Anand will have make an announcement about it. Any questions? Any questions in the audience? Kanchashma Bhagavatam ki
Vrajakrishna devotees. So next week on auspicious occasion of Narsim Chaturdashi, so we have planned for a IOF meet. So for all the devotees who are connected to our IF group and whoever are studying or whoever are working or whoever have passed out or got married, so we will have another association of Anandwala Prabhu, Anandwala Prabhuji, and then Kipama Gorang Prabhu. And Prabhuji will be there. So we will have all these three speakers addressing all of us, and we'll be discussing so many things, how about whatever preaching happens till now and what all we are doing. So all those things will be discussed there. Yeah. So we are you can inform your friends also, whoever devotees who are not here or who have not come today. So yeah, so that's all. So please be here from 8 o'clock and we'll go till 10 o'clock. And there is a small official occasion of Narsim Chaturdashi also. So so like it will be nice to have association of all these devotees. Thank you very much.